Live from Victory Park, this is News 8 at 5.
A Texas family claims gross negligence in a hospital ER caused the death of a young mother. It's a high threshold to prove, and their attorney says it's so high it discourages legitimate lawsuits. News 8's Jim Douglas tonight, live in Arlington. He's got more for us tonight. Jim, what do you have?
John, the suit names Arlington Memorial Hospital and a number of doctors and medical groups. The plaintiff's lawyer says the case illustrates a big problem with Texas malpractice law. Reese and Jackson Stingley are growing up without their mom. Christy Stingley was rushed to Arlington Memorial ER in December 2013. Her husband said she had a seizure and was incoherent. This is her CT scan.
Which should be obvious to anybody that there's blood right here on the brain.
Doctors sent her home with a possible sinus infection.
I said, I just watched her have a seizure at home. You can't tell me that the only thing that's going on here is a sinus infection. I said,
Jeff Stingley says the second seizure came 5 hours later. Christy didn't recover. Longtime malpractice attorney Les Weisbrod says the brain aneurysm could have been treated if diagnosed.
Every expert that's seen this has just been aghast, just amazed. How can anybody miss this?
Weisbrod says only gross negligence explains it. Conscious indifference. He says under Texas tort reform law, families must prove gross negligence in order to collect any damages for ER mistakes.
Texas is one of the very few states where if you're negligently treated in an emergency room, you can't collect.
He says Texans need to know that. Jeff Stingley says his kids need to know their mom.
having to tell my son that his mother's not here anymore is the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life.
A spokesperson for Texas Health Arlington Memorial had no comment on a pending lawsuit. The family's attorney says the most they can recover is about $1.6 million because the legislature put caps on such malpractice damages to control soaring malpractice costs. Live in Arlington, Jim Douglas, Channel 8 News.